everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Jordan Nicole, and starting this week I'm going to start doing top 10 Tuesdays. So every Tuesday I will be doing a top 10 Tuesday, and if I want to do other videos, that will just be an additional video I get to upload for that week on another day. So yeah. So today, for my first ever top 10 Tuesday, I'm going to be doing the top 10 books I want to read in fall 2017. So for me, I know fall doesn't start till like the 22nd or something of September. But for me, I count September, October, and November as fall. So this is going to be my TBR for September, October, and November. And it's not everything I want to read, it's only my top 10. Alright, so this is in no particular order. I want to read them all just as much. I'm not really counting down or anything, so yeah. So the first book I want to read is And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I've never read a Agatha Christie novel before, so that is my goal for the fall. This one is about 10 strangers who are lured onto an isolated island, and they have dinner in like a mansion, and I think somebody gets killed, and it's a murder mystery. I think they get killed one by one, so that sounds really, really good, really, really scary, and I can't wait to read it. The next two books I want to read are the last two books in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series by Ransom Riggs, and they are Hollow City, which is the second one, and Library of Souls, which is the third one. I believe I read Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children last year, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And they are really creepy. They all have, really creepy, scary pictures in them. And so the first one was about a boy, he has a peculiar gift, and he goes to this island and somehow goes through a portal and meets all these other kids in this house who also have peculiar gifts. And there's like time travel, portals, mystery, monsters, paranormal aspects, and I really enjoyed the first one, so I can't wait to hopefully read these two. So the next book I want to read, I never heard of it before, but I saw it on Amazon, I think on Cyber Monday last year, and I got it. Still haven't read it, but it is The Vines by Christopher Rice. It's a horror novel, takes place in New Orleans. It says the dark history of Spring House, a beautifully restored plantation mansion on the outskirts of New Orleans, has long been forgotten, but something sinister lurks beneath the soil of the old estate. So this one sounds really, really creepy and scary, and I think I want to read it around Halloween, but I can't wait to have it keep me up at night. But yeah. The next book I definitely want to read during the fall is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling, which is the fourth book out of 7 books in the Harry Potter series. Everybody should know what the Harry Potter series is, but it's basically about a boy who lives with his aunt and uncle. They don't really treat him right, and he finds out he's a wizard, and he goes to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft, and it has mystery, epic battles, magic, friendship, romance, everything you could ask for in a book series. And I love the Harry Potter series so much, and I can't wait to continue. Yeah. Ron Weasley. Anyway, the next book I want to read in the fall is A Great and Terrible Beauty by Librarian. I believe is a historical fiction novel. It's the first book in the Gemma Doyle series by Librarian, and it's about Gemma Doyle. She isn't like most girls with impeccable manners, who speak when spoken to, who remember their station, and who will lie back and think of England when it's required of them. She's 16. She's sent to the Spence Academy in London after tragedy strikes her family in India. And she has visions of the future. She's been followed by a mysterious young man who warns her to close her mind against her visions of the future. So I'm really looking forward to this book. I love books with supernatural elements and that are based in boarding schools, and I love historical fiction, so I think this book has a little bit of everything that I love in a book, and I can't wait to read it in the fall. So the next book I want to read is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. So The Raven Boys is the first book in the Raven Cycle series, and I've been wanting to read it for a really long time. And I mean, the cover itself with a crow on it really screams fall to me. So it's about a girl named Blue Sergeant. Her mom's clairvoyant. She meets the Raven Boys, and they go on a quest, and for as long as she can remember, Blue has been warned that she will cause her true love to die. She doesn't believe in true love and never thought this would be a problem. But as her life becomes caught up in the strange and sinister world of the Raven Boys, she's not so sure anymore. So I can't wait to read that, and if I like it, I'll read the rest of the series, but I thought it would be the perfect book to read in fall. The next book I want to read is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco, or Maniscalco. Is basically a retelling somewhat of Jack the Ripper, which I love reading about the history of Jack the Ripper, even though he was a horrible person and did terrible things. I'm kind of a history buff, so I like reading about it. But on the back it says, he murdered women in cold blood. He terrorized an entire city. He taunted those of us who hunted him down. But despite all these horrors, in the end, I could not deny it. I was the girl who loved the Ripper. So it's about a girl who, I guess, falls in love with Jack the Ripper. And it sounds so freaking good, and I can't wait to read it. I'm so freaking excited. I mean, the cover itself pulled me in, and the little thing on the back, and I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to read it, and I hope I read it soon. The next book I want to read is Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. This is a book about assassin nuns, and that's all I know about it, but it's a highly acclaimed book and highly raved about book here on YouTube. So, the cover reminds me of fall with the color of her dress and like the fog and everything. And I believe it might be historical fiction. Comment down below and let me know. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, it sounds so freaking amazing, and I will definitely read it in the fall. It's like one of them on the top. I've had it since May for my 20th. I got it for my 20th birthday, and I really need to read it. So, alright, I might have like 11 books, but I lost track of my counting. I can't count, so sorry. But my last two books aren't here yet. They're coming in the mail from Amazon tomorrow, but they are It by Stephen King, which I've seen the original movie, and I've read like 75 pages of it, but the writing was so small, and there was so much writing on a single page because I had the mass market paperback, and it also was falling apart, so I bought a bigger copy of it, so hopefully it will help me get through it, because I really want to read it in the fall. And then the last book I want to read is also coming in the mail, hopefully tomorrow, and it is Murder on the Orient Express, also by Agatha Christie. I really want to read it before the movie comes out in November, but it reminds me kind of Clue, you know, the board game Clue, but on a train. There's all these people on a train, and somebody gets murdered, and there's a detective on the train trying to figure out who did it. That's why it reminds me of Clue, and yeah, I definitely want to read that again before I see the movie. But yeah, these are all the books I want to read in the fall. Well, the top 10 books I want to read in the fall. These aren't all the books I'm planning on reading in the fall. If you want to see all the books I'm planning on reading, watch my monthly TBRs. So I already have filmed my TBR for September. Like I said, some of the books I'm planning on reading in September weren't in this video because this was just the top 10 books I'm planning on reading in the fall. But if you want to see my full TBR for September, I'll link it up here somewhere. I would love to hear what you're planning on reading in the fall, so comment down below. I would love to talk to you, and I love y'all to the moon and back. Happy reading. Y'all are wonderful, and I love you. Bye. Bye. Let's go stack our books up to the highest height. Let's go stack our books and keep it growing.